Foreign ministers from G7 nations are invited, and invited countries have gathered for the second day of their summit in France. Among those attending is U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who has joined his counterparts from leading Western democracies and other nations. But this round of talks is expected to be more complex than usual. Rubio is expected to face a hard time selling the American strategy during its ongoing war with Iran. The summit is being held at Avoda Abbey, a historical 12th century former monastery located near Paris. At the venue, Rubio joined other foreign ministers for a group photograph before the start of the day's proceedings. The American delegation is expected to be pressed for details on the Iran war and what steps are being considered to stabilize the situation. Rising energy prices remain a key concern for many countries. During the talks, UK Foreign Secretary said that Iran should not be allowed to disrupt global trade by blocking the Strait of Hormuz. Take a listen.
We will, of course, be discussing the conflict in the Middle East, where we want to see a swift resolution that reaches regional stability and security and opens the Strait of Hormuz at a time when 130 countries have come together at the United Nations to condemn Iran's egregious aggression towards the Gulf states and also its attacks on international shipping. And that is so important because Iran cannot hold the global economy hostage as a result of what it is doing.
The meeting is unfolding against the backdrop of tensions in both Iran and Ukraine, and Marco Rubio is likely to face tough questions as he presents the American position on the ongoing wars. When he was departing for the summit, reporters had asked about the reception he anticipated, and Rubio said that he was eager to meet his G7 counterparts.
Well, it's in their interest to help. The other countries get far more of their fuel from there than we do.
Many participating countries are seeking clarity on Washington's strategy, especially regarding military operations involving the U.S. and Israel. The U.S. allies are concerned over American foreign policy under President Trump, and they also want to know if diplomatic options remain open to end the war. Rubio left Washington for the G7 meeting just hours after Trump complained bitterly about NATO countries. Trump accused them of not stepping up to help the U.S. and Israel in the Iran war. His remarks have added strain to America's ties with European partners. Those in Europe are still reacting to earlier remarks by President Trump on issues such as Greenland and defense commitments. On more than one occasion, President Trump has complained that he can't gather support for his war on Iran. NATO and most allies have rebuffed his request for aid in securing the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran's de facto blockade has disrupted oil deliveries and caused energy costs to surge. France, which is hosting the summit, has expressed caution about the war. French officials have indicated that there was limited prior consultations with allies before the hostilities began. At the same time, efforts are underway to plan for the reopening of key shipping routes once conditions improve. As the summit continues, the focus remains on managing the crisis, maintaining unity among allies, and exploring possible steps to reduce tensions in the region.